5 things you should know about dating a Virgo. So once again, a Virgo is a earth sign. So we talked about Taurus earlier being an earth sign. Well, Virgo is also an earth sign. And they really value consistency and reliability. And just generally speaking, Virgos are really going to turn up and show up for you, even possibly after the relationship has ended. So they do tend to be quite reliable in that sense that they are going to be around and they're going to show up for you. And they really value that also in a partner. They show love through acts of service. So if we looked at the 5 languages of love, Virgo without a doubt, or even people that have got planets in Virgo, like if they've got their Venus in Virgo or they've got their moon in Virgo, etc., they will show up at doing acts of service. So what I mean by that, they'll do things for you. So they might wash your car. They might clean something at your house for you. They may repair something for you. They might cook you dinner. They might do some sort of act for you, maybe prepare lunch for you to take to work. So that's the sort of thing that you can expect from a Virgo. They also love it if you can actually do something for them, because they like you also returning the same way. Often people that have a particular type of affinity to a particular love language, they'll love it when they receive that back as well. So if you can actually do something for a Virgo, some type of service, they're really going to love that and they're going to remember that. Rather than the gifts, do some type of service for them. They are perfectionists. So this is something I do need to warn you about. They can be on a little bit on the critical side only because they want you to be your best. So they're really trying to aspire to helping you be your best, and they also do this to themselves. So they're real perfectionists with themselves. Sometimes you have to remind them that it doesn't all have to be perfect. And you probably need a bit of a thick skin if you're with a Virgo, because they're going to tell you all the things that you need to change. In fact, they'll be like, maybe you need to get a makeover. Maybe you need to do this. Maybe you need to do this to improve something. So the perfectionist side does definitely come out on them. Where it can be of a detriment to a Virgo is like they may never be able to complete something because everything has to be perfect. Yeah, so, just have to be thick-skinned and remind them that we're not all perfect, and sometimes it's the flaws we love in someone. The other thing is they do have a routine that they like to follow, so they do need their space to be able to do that routine. So they might do regular gym, they might do regular Pilates, they might do their hair on this particular day, they may do go to the barber on this particular day. They may like to walk in the morning. They're very routine kind of people. So if you're just starting to date them, you're going to notice that you may have to fit in with their routines a little bit, or give them some space so that they can actually do those routines. The other thing is, and this is probably the 5th thing, is they have an endless to-do list. So you'll find with a Virgo, they have so many things they need to do. They've probably got an endless list of things they need to do for work, things they need to do for themselves personally. They've got those routines they need to do. They need to cook that soup. They need to fold their clothes. They have an endless to-do list. So you may have to lure them away from work or lure them away from their to-do list and actually bring them in the moment and say, hey, let's go let's go have a picnic in a park, or let's go and do something that's really earthy around exercise or something, so walking or something like that, or going for a little hike in nature, because they are an earth sign. They're going to crave being around the earth. So you might have to lure them to go and do something like that, because don't be offended that they're always busy. It's not that they may not be interested in you. They just have a lot to do and a long list to get through. So it's all about luring them away from that list. So if you've got any questions that you have about a Virgo, or you want to make a comment, make sure you send it to me. If you've got something you want me to cover on dating, make sure you let me know in the comment section, and follow for more dating advice, because we'll be covering your sign pretty soon. Thanks.